The Hula Valley. In the heart of the great Syrian-Africa rift, between the Golan Heights and the Galilee Mountains, we find Israel's natural water resources. Mount Hermon, the highest mountain in Israel, absorbs melted snow. Prolific springs flow at the foot of the mountain, and from there, the water flows into the Jordan River. The river's path through the valley was anything but easy. About 1 million years ago, the basalt Khorazim Heights rose up and blocked the Jordan's course. The river water collected in huge swamps, in whose midst was a lake, Hula Lake. This was a natural wonderland, a paradise for flora and fauna. People, on the other hand, kept away from here. The few who dared to live on the swamp's shores suffered from malaria. After the birth of the State of Israel, the situation changed. In 1951, the government charged KKL-JNF with draining the Hula swamps and for preparing the land for agriculture. This was the greatest engineering project ever undertaken in Israel until then, and it was considered to be a fulfillment of the Zionist vision. Along with the advantages of draining the lake, problems also emerged. The peatland that was exposed to the open air dried up and shrunk, and the plowed clods of earth turned into dust and were scattered by the wind. Thousands of acres were abandoned. As if that wasn't enough, nitrates and other organic matter flowed into the Kinneret and endangered the quality of its water. During the rainy winter of 1991 to 1992, the sinking valley finally gave in, and just as had been the case 40 years ago, it was clear that things couldn't go on this way any longer. Once again, KKL-JNF was called upon. The goal? To give the valley back to nature and the farmers. The means? Control over the water level in the peatlands. KKL-JNF dug 90 kilometers of canals and sunk a plastic barrier wall 5 meters deep and 2.8 kilometers long. The Hula project achieved a number of important goals. The peatland water stopped flowing into the Kinneret, maintaining the quality of the lake's water. The project collects low-quality water from fish-raising ponds and other sources and directs it for irrigation in nearby mountain communities. 5,000 acres were once again made available for agriculture. Nature in the valley comes to life. 400 different species of birds have been observed in the Hula Valley, and the site is considered one of the most important birdwatching spots in the world. The lake and the KKL-JNF Visitor Center welcome hundreds of thousands of visitors annually and contribute to the Galilee's economy. The Hula project took conservation of nature into account. Hula Lake, which covers an area of 250 acres, contains diverse habitats that had been damaged as a result of the drainage project. The Hula Valley has become a birdwatching site of international repute and an important tourist attraction. The Hula project was born out of a crisis. In many ways, it is more complex and daring than the drainage project. Thanks to proper management of the water network, a black hole was transformed into a flowering paradise. A perfect example of ecological rehabilitation for the benefit of both human beings and also nature.